As a topic for this satsang, I'm going to sing. It's a mantra, it's a Sanskrit mantra, which is among the several ancient Hindu mantras, is the one chosen by the Ayurvedic doctors as their own mantra. So we sing it in Italian, in English, and in Sanskrit. And then I'll try to comment on it. Che tutti siano felici, che tutti siano liberi dal male, che tutti siano felici, che tutti siano liberi dal male, che tutti desiderino il bene altrui, che nessuno debba soffrire, che tutti desiderino il bene altrui, che nessuno debba soffrire. May all be happy, may all be free of evil, may all be happy, may all be free of evil, may all wish for the good of others, may no one suffer, may all wish for the good of others, may no one suffer. Sarve sukhina bhavantu, sarve santu niramayam, sarve sukhina bhavantu, sarve santu niramayam, sarve bhadrani pashantu, manashi dukkha bhave, sarve sukhina bhavantu, manashi dukkha bhave. So may all be happy, may all be free of evil, may all wish for the good of others, may no one suffer. Different sentences which stand for the same truth, for the same kind of attitude that we should all have. This is a mantra which I learned when I took this Ayurvedic course, because the Ayurvedic doctor with whom I studied, he used to sing it at the beginning of every lesson we had. So we sang it along with him. This doctor was certain Bhagavan Das from Delhi. And this is the person with whom I studied Ayurveda for 3 years. And that's where I learned this mantra. And I like it because it's very a very beautiful set of sentences which if everybody were to repeat, this world would be a heaven. It is just the opposite of what's happening in the world. Ayurveda is a very, very let's say, it's a very special system because it's a system of synthesis, syncretism, which tries to take the best of all the Indian philosophies, which are a number, and by taking several concepts from all these philosophic systems, it creates its own system of philosophy and then of medicine. And what we learn from this system is that all the individuals are very much different from each other, and that all of us have peculiarities of our own which no one has behind. So the person is considered not as a standardized person with a standardized outlook, but the very individual consideration of who we are, the way we are made, our needs, so on and so forth. So going back to this mantra, if you consider the words, the meaning of the sentences, and we were to apply them in our life, this world, as I said, would really be a heaven. If we were to wish for happiness for everybody, may all be happy, not just ourselves. It's very easy to wish happiness for ourselves, to pray that we might be happy. We all do it. But to pray for the happiness of others, of everybody, that's a different thing. Because this humanity, it's one humanity. This planet is one planet. And this universe is one universe. And this divine being of which we are all part, it's also one. And we are all part of him. So if we wish joy for others, we are wishing joy for ourselves. If we wish joy for ourselves, we are not wishing joy for everybody. May all be happy, not just ourselves. The tendency here is before anybody, myself. Sacrificing for anybody, it's very much out of our concepts. Everybody is so egoistic. Everybody is so much centered on his own. Especially in this given historical moment. With what's happening in the world. But maybe the poor ones, they are much better than the rich ones. Because they have nothing to lose. But the rich ones, they're so much cling to their own power, their own hold they have on everyone. So they don't wish for the good of others. They don't wish for the happiness of others. They only wish for their own happiness. So in a word, is what other great masters have said about how we should be. Don't do unto others what you don't want others to do unto you. It is the same. This is the basic of Christianity. Don't do unto others what you don't want others to do unto you. If you were all to live like this, again, this world will be a heaven. But we care very much about, again, what we would like others to do unto us, but we don't care about what we do to others. So in my life I never found a Christian, because a Christian should be living according to this principle. Don't do unto others what you don't want others to do unto you. Or if somebody slaps you on your right cheek, give the left also, or vice versa, whatever. Never found a Christian of this kind. So who is a Christian? They are just an idea. Nobody exists like this. You don't find like this among the priests, among the nuns, among the monks. And not just about Christianity. More or less the same everywhere. That's why there is so much hate, so much violence in this world. And the great religions are always in favor of the powerful ones. They always bless their wars, their power, they support it. Because the power of the state and the power of religion, they always go very much together. Master Sirio Ji used to say, when you give, you become broad. Your being becomes wide. When you take, you become narrow. So at least in some field of life, we should choose to live a selfless life. That's why masters, make a sangha. They teach to do selfless service, because it's very important to, at least in a field of life, do something which is not just for yourself, do something which is for everybody, for nobody. But what we take out is that the masters want our service, they want our slavery, or they want to have power on us. That's what the common people then think. These masters do this because they want to have control on other people. Because crooked beings, they will see everything crooked. So at least in that field, in that area in which we believe in our life, which we take as our own chosen lifestyle and belief and spiritual practice, sangha for congregation, at least there we should be able to share our resources and our abilities to do something for others, so that others may be happy. And then consequently we will be happy. So may all be happy, may all be free of evil. That's another challenging something. Be free of evil, be free of pain, be free of suffering. It doesn't come just by itself. It needs a lifestyle of some kind. beginning with ourselves. May we be free of evil, of pain, of suffering. So this requires a very careful lifestyle. How much we eat, how much we sleep, how much spiritual practice we do, how much understanding we have of ourselves. Because as I said before, we are all different. And we all have specific needs. We should understand and go accordingly. May your wish for the good of others. But we are not even ready to sacrifice for our own family, for the people with whom we share our life. Most of the time we are so egoistic, even in this very narrow cycle, which is our family. Any extra sacrifice seems too much. Why should I do it? You do it. That's what happens often between husbands and wives, or children and parents. Do something just because it's so nice to do it for others, at least for the people we love. Master Sirio Ji say charity begins in your own home. If you're not able to be good and selfless in our own home, how can we hope to be selfless outside of our home? But sometimes just to act and pause, we show to others that we are such selfless and good beings, while at home we act terribly. We are so selfless, so selfish. So that also in just our relations, we should be able to not care about, I've done this, you should do that. No, I do this and I do that also if it is needed. And if I have good health, I can do everything. No problem. See, nowadays, couples usually do not want to have kids because it's too much of a sacrifice. Once you have kids, you have to give a lot of love, a lot of attention, a lot of care, a lot of economical support. So they have cats, they have dogs in their house. That was going to be this humanity later on, just cats and dogs. So human race disappears and will be only cats and dogs eventually. Sanjay used to say, a couple that doesn't have kids is like a tree that doesn't have fruits. It's worth for nothing. Because again, it's there that we learn how to sacrifice for others, at least for these people that we bring in this world. So we want to run away from responsibilities because we don't have the courage to be giving, to be ready to give, to sacrifice. May you all wish for the good of others. May no one suffer. Beautiful words, but these imply a lot of effort, a lot of really being selfless. And should it be just concepts, just words or ideas? Should be facts, because words do not feed anybody. Only facts do. So spiritual transformation is not just an hypothetical something. It's not a philosophical concept. It's not a doctrine, not even a theology. It's a certain lifestyle. But we like so much words. We like to read books in which such good ideas are expressed. But we don't apply them into our life. So as Master Kripa used to say, it's like loading a chart with heavy books, and we become the donkeys that carry them. I would say that bringing up a child is much more teaching than reading hundreds of the sutras of the Buddha, the Bhagavad Gita, the Guru Granth Sahib, the Bible, the Quran, or anything you want. It teaches you so much more. Because then you really have to learn how to deal with this person that has to learn everything about life. And acquiring the capability, the capacity of shaping a person in life. It is such a teaching and such a practice. But we want to be spiritual. So we shouldn't have kids, otherwise how do we do a spiritual practice? This is such a contradiction. Many spiritual groups, they say, oh, no kids because we have to be spiritual. Many gurus say like this. That I'm not of this opinion. My masters were not of this opinion. They all had family, and they sacrificed first of all their time, their energy, and their money for their family, and then for others also. So this is the beauty of Sant Mat to me, because it doesn't make us monks or priests or nuns. Not just real people who deal with life with bravery. And learn from situations. So may all be happy. May all be free of evil. May all wish for the good of others. May no one suffer. It's a good mantra. It's a good prayer. It's a good way of thinking. It's a very good philosophical system. But again, it has value if you apply it in our life. Otherwise, it's again a beautiful idea, beautiful concept. So we thank the author of these beautiful sentences. I don't know whom he is. They say the rishis. We don't know what this means. And we get the lesson and we try to apply it in our life. Master Sirio used to say, an ounce of practice gives you so much more than tons of theories. So let us live it in our life.